For the 100% cheapest coins on the internet with reliable delivery and quick customer support, check out my sponsor MMOEXP by clicking the link at the top of the description and use code SWIFT at checkout for 5% off. Sausage family, and today I'm coming back at you guys with another Madden 21 video on the channel, and in today's video we are going over something everyone has to do to get a 98 overall player for free in the fastest way possible. Now these new 98 overall players can be obtained through the Madden Bowl objectives. I'm going to show you guys where these objectives are located and what you have to do to get the 98, as well as the fastest way to get through these 3 objectives. Now before we do that, scroll down and leave a like on the video if this one does help you out, and on the screen right here I'm going to show you guys the stats of the 4 different players you guys can choose from. Now the first option is Shaquille Griffin. He is an endgame corner with 97 speed and 97 acceleration. You can power the card up and get 99 speed and 99 excel on him. The rest of his stats are super awesome, so a really good corner right there. Next up we have Alan Lazard. The card is solid, he's not anything too crazy. He's gonna work really well on like a Packers theme team, but I don't think his stats are really that amazing. And again, same is gonna go with this Zeke Elliott card you guys will see on the screen right here. He's a solid card, don't get me wrong, but he's not one of the best running backs in the game. Obviously if you want a running back desperately, you can take Zeke, but I don't think he's that crazy good. Now finally we have Justin Reed, who I think is a really good free safety. I'm gonna make a video later today going over these 4 options and talking about the best one in my opinion, but those are the 4 you guys can choose from. Now how do we earn this pack? I'm sure that's what a lot of you guys came to this video to try and find out. Let me show you guys exactly what you have to do to get this 98 overall fantasy pack. Now the way this is gonna work is you essentially need to complete 3 different missions, and when you complete them all, you are then gonna get your fantasy pack, which you can select whichever player you want from. So here are the 3 objectives, boys. The first one is to win 5 head-to-head seasons games, the second one is to win 3 ranked draft games, and the final one is to win 2 squads games. Now let's start it off by talking about our head-to-head seasons games. Now this is not going to be that challenging. Winning 5 head-to-head seasons games, it really shouldn't take you more than a day. If you are really struggling with head-to-head seasons, I have my ebook linked in the description, and I'll link it in the pinned comment as well. And essentially what that does is I show you guys exactly what I run on offense and defense. I would say that I probably win about 80% of my games by using that ebook. So if you're curious about that and you want to improve your game, it is only $5 if you are curious, but otherwise just some tips I want to give you guys to win more games are, I would say the 2 keys to winning head-to-head seasons games are clock management and not turning the ball over. If you don't turn the ball over and win the turnover battle, I would say you're gonna win the game more often than not. So be smart on offense, and if you can force any turnovers on defense by making adjustments and kind of baiting your opponent with your user, that is gonna put you in a really good position to win the game. As well, clock management and ensuring that you can kind of win the possession battle is super important as well. Possessions in Madden are more important than points in my opinion. So if you can ensure to win the possession battle by maybe being smart and not giving your opponent another try before the end of half, or not giving them another try before the end of the game, that is going to allow you to win more games. I would say those 2 tips are kind of the best 2 things I can tell you to win more games. Try and be smart with the football, try and cause turnovers on offense, or sorry, on defense. And then as well, when you do have possession of the ball, you're going to want to ensure that you don't give the ball back to your opponent, and you use the end of half and end of game as kind of a stopping point to not give up on their possession. Now the second thing is to win 3 ranked draft games. As you guys can see, if you go into the draft section right here, this is where you're going to go to win these draft games. Now go into ranked draft, and you can select this one right here that costs you 9,000 coins, and this is essentially draft champions. If you guys have played Madden in the past, or you've played this game mode in the past, you know how draft champions work. You started off by selecting your playbook on offense and defense. I don't exactly know any of these playbooks that well. Let's go with Dolphins playbook right here, and hopefully that ends up working out for us. Now draft champions is something that I absolutely used to love back in the day. I would grind draft champions, and as you guys can see right here, we have 22 rounds. We started off with like an all elite lineup, and we can select players to help build our team. So we're probably gonna go with the center right here, and let's see how this draft goes. Let's make some selections live in the video. So far we are getting quite a few offensive and defensive linemen. Hopefully we can start to get some skill positions. We are gonna get Aaron Rodgers right here, and obviously when you guys are playing draft champions, there are no abilities on these cards. We're gonna take Devin White in this round. Draft champions is definitely a different game than regular Madden. I would personally say that draft champions is kind of a fun thing to try out. You only have to win 3 games, so that's really not that many games of draft champions. You guys can do that fairly easily. It's also a fun way to experiment with new cards. Maybe you have a lower overall team, you can play with some of these really good cards in this game. So Levante David, Darius Leonard, card, and Kenneth Murray. Those are going to be our options. Let's go with Kenneth Murray for a little bit more speed at the outside linebacker position. Here we go. We are going to get ourselves a Steven Nelson. Really, really good corner right there. We're going to rip through this draft fairly quickly in this video. Really good round right here with some really, really nice corners. I'm going to probably go with the AJ Terrell. That card is pretty statted. And this draft is looking pretty solid. We'll take the Kari Willis, a very, very underrated user. And yeah, this is actually a really fun game mode. I would definitely recommend you guys get these 3 wins because you do need them to get that 98 overall. Let's finish off the draft. I'll show you guys how it looks at the end, and then we'll move on to talking about squads. Well, here we go. We actually just drafted a pretty solid team. We have Santana Moss, Aaron Rodgers, and if you guys are interested in playing with some of these cards and maybe you haven't used them quite yet in this game, Draft Champions is going to allow you to do that. The defense is looking fire. I'm definitely going to play some games with this team to ensure that we do end up getting those 3 wins, and yeah, that's all you have to do. Win 3 games. It's not going to be that challenging, and yeah, you are going to get some pretty solid rewards as you guys do get more wins as well, including some type of packs and stuff like that. So you are going to get other solid rewards as you play these games, and that's what you guys have to do to complete that objective. Now, the final thing is going to be snagging a couple of W's in mud squads. All you need are 2 wins in mud squads, and to be honest, I'm not the biggest mud squads guy, but this is where you guys go if you want to play this. Go into the squad section right here, and if you guys don't have any mud squads partners to play with, comment your overall and your PSN or your Xbox gamer tag in the comment section, and if you're looking for someone else to play with, you can message those people and maybe get in contact with them, or you can just play with randoms. I'm probably just going to play with some random people. All we really need to do is get 2 wins. You can choose whether you want to play as the offense or the defense, and all you have to do is get 2 wins. I'm assuming people are going to quit out of this a lot, but mud squads is fairly fun, and you really get to choose your role, whether you want to play offense or defense. The defense captain is going to be selecting plays on defense. The offense captain is the quarterback and selects the plays on offense, and then the head coach is kind of just chilling and playing a role as like a wide receiver or defensive lineman or whatever like that. So yeah, get 2 wins in mud squads. All you do is go into squad seasons and get those wins right there. Head-to-head seasons, ranked draft, and mud squads are the 3 things that you guys have to do to get the 98 overall pack, and when you guys complete those, it is going to show that you have completed all of these, and you are going to get that pack granted in your unopened packs. There is a chance that when you guys complete all these objectives, the pack doesn't show up. If that is the case, go into the solo challenges and play any random solo, and once you do that, the pack should appear. That is something that happens with these objectives. I know that happened to me with the Mud Hero objective, so if that happens to you, just make sure you guys quickly play a solo, and then it'll grant you the pack on your account. But yeah, that is gonna do it for me, boys. Hope you guys have enjoyed today's video. A couple of really, really good players in here that are definitely worth grinding for. I am very, very excited to probably take the free safety. I already have Justin Reed at a 99 right now. We will get him to a gold 99. We will get him to 99 speed when we do get that new player. But yeah, that is gonna do it for me, boys. Until next time, fellas, I'm out. Peace.